order to be an effective advocate, you're going to need to know a little bit about the structure of government, whether you're talking to your federal legislators or your state assembly people, or even your city council. But don't worry, it's not going to be much more than Schoolhouse Rock. Now you remember Schoolhouse Rock, right? Where the bill has to go through a really long process and then finally at the end it becomes a law. I remember how excited I was when that happened. I was kind of dorky. Anyway, if you remember Schoolhouse Rock, you'll know the basics of what you're going to need to know to be an effective advocate. You don't really need to stress about all of the different things that you think are part of the policy-making process. As an advocate, that's not really your job. You're not there to be a parliamentarian. You are there to help tell your story in a way that makes sense to the people who are making the decisions. We're going to go through a lot of different resources in this section. For the federal government, I want to be sure I share with you congress.gov. There are a lot of resources here on how government works, as well as what's currently going on with the federal government. So we'll go through a lot of those legislative process resources. We'll also take a look at house.gov, which will give you some more information specifically on the House of Representatives side, and senate.gov, which will give you more information on the Senate side. Now, for anyone interested in state advocacy, I've just picked Colorado here as an example. Well, you can look at some of the state legislative sites, and I'll show you how to do that because most of them have something along the lines of general legislative information, such as how a bill becomes a law. Now, whether it's going to be as exciting as Schoolhouse Rock, I certainly can't say. But we certainly will give you some ideas, and hopefully you'll find that you have at least the basics that will help you be even more effective in your advocacy efforts.